Counseling sessions are always confidential. The sessions that you see in this film are all recreations.
SASA. 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 SASA.
SASA is a Kiswahili word meaning now. Now is the time.
Sinaba kufumbirwa nayagala nnyo okufumbirwa omusajja ampa emirembe ampuliriza nga njagala era nga singa mba muzaalidde afa ku baana bange.
Almost 60% of all HIV infections in sub-Saharan Africa are women.
Nikawa nalinganisha na wale wenzangu waliokuwa wanapigwa. Nikaona labda ndio hali ya kawaida ya wanaume. Niko tayari hata kumuomba radhi anisamehe. Pasipo kosa, lakini inabidi nijinyenyekeze kwake.
1 in 3 women will experience violence in her lifetime. Now is the time to become aware of the impact of men's power over women. Mama Joyce lives in Mwanza, Tanzania.
Mimi niliolewa na mume wangu. Mungu akatujalia watoto 10. Ndio ukatili ukaanza. Pindi nilipoondoka kwenda Morogoro kujenga nyumba. Nilipofika tu kutoka Morogoro, sasa nilipofika tu hapa, akawa mkali. Manyanyaso mengi, kupigwa. Ananiuliza kwa nini umekuja bila taarifa? Majirani zangu wakawa wananiambia na watoto wakawa wananiambia cha mwanaume mume wangu kupata huyo mwanamke. Eti silingani na yule mama. Kwa hiyo mimi nilikuwa kwake akaniona si kitu. Yule mama ndio akamuona wa thamani zaidi.
Men go outside marriage obviously because they have no fear. It is okay in our society. It has come now to be a very big problem. When there is a conflict at home or anything happens, they use to marry a second wife as a punishment. It is like a norm.
Akawa halali nyumbani, akirudi nyumbani ni ugomvi. Yaani hakupenda hata mimi mwenyewe nimsemeshe ama nimtolee shida. Tayari anakupiga. Unakuta anakubabatiza tu. Sijui bora umepigwa, lakini sasa hata kupigwa na penyewe nilikuwa naona shida.
Violence within the marriage, it really affects the relationship. Because the women who are abused physically, they become afraid, they are not able to decide on their own. And this makes the woman submissive. There's a lot of fear.
Mimi niliona labda mwanaume ndio kawaida na ndio labda walivyopangiwa na Mungu. Nikaona mimi sababu ni mwanamke, nikaona mimi labda ni chombo tu cha kutumiwa, sina haki, mwenye haki ni yeye.
Domestic violence is negation of human rights. Violence at the domestic level is caused by the low status of women and the unequal power relations. Most women are not able to be who they really want to be, especially when they're denied their rights.
If a woman begins knowing that if I initiate this discussion, it is likely to bring physical violence, then they don't initiate the discussion. So you find that because women fear violence within the home, it makes them conduct their lives in a way that is unsafe.
Josephine lives in Kampala, Uganda.
Ebisera byenafumbirirwamu tata wange bamugoba ku muliro n'abanga yali takyakola n'okusigala waka nabali abato bafune ku chance yaki bongerayo okusoma tisenga olw'okunnumirirwa n'agamba nti nga bwe nali nkuze ngende nkoleki efumbiro ka nalina emyaka 18. Obufumbo bwange obwalimu ebizibu bingi kubanga omwami wange yali mukambwe nnyo yankuba nga nasooka era nenzirayo keeka. Bwe bagaana okundagira okuddayo ng'agamba bamuddize ebintu bye yali yasasula tebaayina kyakumusasula kubanga baali bamala dde obikozesa.
Young girls are a lot at risk. They do not have someone to turn to. Girls have been made to believe that they need someone for them to survive. Look at change.
Young girls are being forced. They don't have a decision to say no to marriage, but also to say no to sex. Young women are forced into transactional sex because of their basic needs. When the young women, they get advances from elder people, they agree to get those items that they need to survive.
Era nali mweraliikirivu nnyo kubanga nali nfuna amawulire okuva mu ŋŋambo nga bambuulira engeri gy'atambulamu ate n'abantu baakozesa abamu nga baafiirwako babba baabwe. Kubanga bwe nagezangako okubaako kyembuuza naddala ku bikwatagana ku bulamu nga ntandise okweraliikirira nti oba tuyinza okufuna obulwadde nga tampa budde kubaako kyenkola kyenjogera naye. Yangamba tasobola kukozesa kondomu kubanga yansasula ewaffe era nze najja kuzaala baana kati tamanyi bwakozesa kondomu ate nenzaala baana. Nemugamba oyinza okuba wafuna obulwadde okusinziira bw'otambula nankuba.
When people begin talking about abstinence, being faithful, using condoms, you find that women are at a disadvantage. They know that initiating those discussions is likely to cause violence.
We've realized that the ABC approach does not work to women. They cannot say no to sex. Of course, they can be faithful, but socially, men are allowed to have multiple partners. When you talk about condom, the women, they cannot have a decision for men to be wearing condom. I think we are missing the link when we talk with the ABC approach.
Yali omwami mu maka yankolera buli kimu kugamba nga kyabasazeewo kyekirina okukolebwa neesanga nga twegasibwa mpaka naye ng'ate mu kaseera ako nali sirina kyakukola kugaana okwegatta naye kubanga saalina buyinza.
When a woman gets married, the counseling is such that you must have sex when your husband wants you to have sex. Unequal relations that women start off with, whatever the man says goes. And this also inhibits a woman from negotiating for sex.
Kale nina mukwano gwange kati n'abeera mukwano gwange nnyo era oyo mukwano gwange yampaliriza okugenda nkole ki neekebeze era neneebuuza nnyo lwaki mukwano gwange yali aŋŋamba okugenda okwekebeza. Saagezaako kwagala musajja yenna nga ndi mu bufumbo bwange nga baalaga nti ndi positive tinina akawuka. Nenkaaba nnyo nempulira nga ensi entamye ate nga munnanga ŋŋamba sibaako gwembuulira kumanya omwami wange kyanankola. Nali nkitya nze ŋŋamba oba yali ejja kunzita kati nange nensirika mundamu ze nenti okwogera.
It is dangerous to a woman to disclose to their husband because they do not know how they will react. Women have to seek the permission when they want to know their status. If they know their status, it is very difficult to reveal this to their spouses.
Having HIV, if you are a woman, increases the risk of violence because there has been this tendency of people thinking that it is women who bring infections to men. I don't know where they got that. And so when a woman tells a husband, I'm positive, they are beaten, they are harassed, they are rejected.
The society expects men to have multiple partners, and women are supposed to be faithful. So here it's really strange, but still women get all the blame.
Charles lives in Kampala, Uganda.
Mukyala wange yagezaako okuntegeeza nti tulina akawuka naye nze natabuka butabusi era twalwanira ddala kyavaamu twayawukana twali nga tetufuna buzibuzibu naye ekyasinga okuleeta obuzibu kwegamba nti tulina akawuka bwe yaŋŋamba awe twatandikira entalo nakimanya nti yaleese bwe ntyo bwe nakirowooza kyali tekisaana naye kyajja olw'okubeera nti nze nali sirina kansolingi yonna osanga singa nali nfunye kansolingi nandibadde nga tusigala bumu.
Now is the time to join our power with others to support women experiencing violence and those living with HIV/AIDS.
Familia yangu yote inafahamu, hata majirani, jamii nayo nizunguka hii wanafahamu. Nilikuwa napigwa hadharani, wanaangalia, wanabaki kulia tu. Kushuhudia huo ugomvi, walijitahidi kumsihi asiendelee kunipiga, lakini mume wangu hakupenda kusikia. Ila kukawa bahati nzuri, sasa ilikuwa kimbio langu. Ndio aliyekuwa ananisaidia, hata kama nikipigwa, nikipewa majeraha, ndio aliyekuwa ananipeleka hospitali. Kwa mfano, kuna siku nilipigwa nondo kichwani. Nilipopigwa nondo kichwani nikazimia, fahamu zikaniishia. Mwenyekiti na majirani zangu ndio wakanisaidia kutafuta gari, wakaendea polisi ndio wakaja wakanichukua hapa, wakanipeleka hospitali Bugando. Kamshukuru Mungu, na mpaka dakika hii ndio niko hapa, naendelea kuhamasisha wenzangu. Kwa mfano, mama labda ametendewa ukatili majumbani, huaga anakuja hapa, anaelezea jinsi ukatili aliotendewa. Atakaponielezea, ninamuuliza, je, yuko tayari kumshirikisha mume wake? Nimshauri tu, usilie mama.
The community can help women by continuing supporting them, visiting them, talking with them.
Allow people to talk about their situation. Allow women to share their experiences.
Yani yule mama wangu twaliponitambulisha hivi, ameamua kumchukua. Akanipenda yule mama na mimi nikampenda, tukawa tunashirikishana, hata kama nimenyimwa hela yeye ananipa. Tumeishi hivyo kidogo, mama huyu akaanza kuugua. Mama huyu alipoanza kuugua, mume wangu akaondoka akatuacha. Kwa kweli niliumia sana, mpaka dakika hii naumia, ila nashindwa nifanye nini.
According to our traditions, women, most of them depend on men. A spouse can quietly abandon the woman. They go to another house.
Lakini nilipomwona mwenzangu anaumwa, nikaona nimpe msaada. Nikamshawishi yule mama mpaka akaenda kupimwa. Alipoenda kupimwa, akaonekana ana maambukizi ya VVU. 2004 mwezi wa 10 yule mama akafariki. Nifanye mimi niende kupimwa kivulini, ili nishirikisha niende kwenye semina za HIV, semina mbalimbali za ukatili majumbani. Mada zilizokuwa zinatolewa pale zilinigusa, na niliporudi huku nikawa mhamasishaji wa jamii. Na mimi nikajiuliza, je, kwa nini nimwambie mwingine tu? Ni muhimu na mimi niende nikachunguze afya yangu. Niliporudi mara nyingine nikaambiwa, pole, damu yako ina VVU.
For people to change their behaviors, for people to protect themselves from unsafe practices and conditions, for people to be better and healthier and safer, they need support.
Nilisina muntu gwesobola kugamba kintu ekyo. Nga bwe yandibadde mukwano gwange yandinziruseeko, bwe yandibadde Oluganda teyandizemu kwogera. Ninga nze nalowooza nti nandibuliddeko maama wange olw'okuba nti yali avudde emabega ng'alaba embeera gye ndimu. Kale kyampisa bubi kuba ne bwe nkirowoozaako mpulira muli mu mutima. Kati bwe yamala okufa, kati nazaala wange yagamba nti olumbe nze naluleeta. Naye nga olulimi lwe baakozesa lwali lubi nnyo, nti natta mutabani we n'abaana ababawe. Bali abaana ababiri abaali abakulu. Taata wange n'antwala n'ampa ennyumba paka bwe yalwana okulaba nti abaana tubajjeyo gye baali.
The stigma from the community affects the woman by reducing the quality of life, because the woman now can no longer make a friendship to other women. Also, stigma can cause the woman to not to get priority needs.
If we continue with the stigma, with the shame, with the denial, with the discrimination, with the inaction and misaction, what will be the world in 50, 100 years from now?
Kale bwali kiro olunaku lumu nensituka mu buliri nengwa, saddamu kusituka nembeera ku ndiri paka kubanga namala emyezi 8 nga ndi mulwadde. Mama wange yali tannamanya nti ndi HIV positive. Naye taata wange bwe yagamba nti bansitule bantwale ku musawo Muganda, ne mugamba nedda, obulwadde nabwekebeza mbuyina. Era bwe nababuulira nawulira nga mpewuse. Naye yali kansala yange bwe yajja okunkyalira n'aŋŋamba mbeeko ekibiina kye nnyingiramu, nsobole okubeera nga sibeera waka kubeera nga ndowooza nnyo. Kati okwegatta ku kibiina ekyo kiina kye kyannyambako oggwamu okwetya n'okwerowooza nti gwe wekka gw'oli mu mbeera efaanana bw'etyo. Era nga bwe kiri nti okwegatta ge maanyi.
Kugamba olusi ayinza okwenyoma nakitwala nti ye nga bwafunye akawuka takyalina mugaso mu nsi, so nga ate omuntu bulijjo bw'omutegeeza nti ddala akyalina omugaso mu nsi n'omunyonyola afuna okuguma ate nasobola okukola yabadde tannasobola kukola.
Taso nkolanga aromatherapy assistant abayina joint ennyingo eziruma oluvannyuma lw'okutwala okumira ARVs, kubanga bannaffe abamu bajjanga ensusu mbi nnyo, naye ng'ateeka gy'avudde ab'eŋŋanda babadde bamuddukako dda nga tewakyalina ayagala musemberera. N'omugala ngenda kusiiga eddagala, kati engeri gy'omukwatako eyo yokka erina engeri gyemugumyamu omutima n'ajjukira nti nange nkyalinayo omuntu asobola okunkwata.
Takuja
Girls need more than the academic, so they also need a lot of social support. They also needed someone to be a big brother, someone to be a father for them.
What I would like to say to a counsellor is to assess violence. A woman does not know all the areas of violence she meets. We have a great work helping them to make their plans.
I think it's important to talk with those perpetrators of violence to help them overcome that kind of behavior.
Era kintu kituufu nnyo okusomesa abaami nga kitunoonya tumanye buzibu ki bwe balina mu maka gaabwe tubasalire ku magezi.
Police officers should have a heart, be kind to them and give them support to enable them stand or to come out of that situation.
The doctors can support women to share the problems they are having and help to have a decision, because the decision should come from the client. All doctors really should continue encouraging the patients. They should not sympathize but empathize.
We advise the man that first of all go to the Muslim leaders. Muslim leaders will sit with your relatives.
There are people who are afraid, who are battered down, and as a pastor you are supposed to bring them together and bandage them and soothe them, encourage the agitated. But on the other side you have to agitate the comfortable, people who are doing business as usual, neglecting their role to support children, to support women.
Now is the time to use our power to take action to prevent violence against women and HIV/AIDS.
Kale ekyo kinakyo kirungi kubanga bw'omanya nti waliwo abantu abakwatagana mu mbeera gye balimu nga tebalina butabanguko, nakyo kirina gye kuyamba ku naddala ku mbeera zaffe ze tulimu.
Mpozi era obubaka bwe nnyinza okuweereza ddala abaami kwe kulaba nti bafaayo okumalawo obutabanguko mu maka. Siddangayo kutuuka mu mbeera ya butabanguko, naye nze mu butuufu nagenda okunoonya okubeera n'omubeezi. Nali neegomba mirembe awaka.
Chaisi yasooka kubeera mukwano gwange nga mubulya n'ebyama byange. Lwali lumu yambuuza nti njagala okulya embizzi mu makati nga tunyumya. Nangamba okusinziira ku bintu bye najjanga mubuulira ebyama byange. Yalaba nga nze muntu gwateeka okubeera naye. Talina kyakolanga sikimanyi. Nze mbeera kati awo mpulirira ddala nti ali open-ended.
Kagamba kirungi okubalansinga olw'ensonga nti bwe mubalansinga kitegeeza nti waba tewaliwo sayidi enyigiza ginnaayo. Ndowooza nti y'embeera era ennungi omuntu we muteerera ddala nti naye wakitiibwa.
Situmwogerako bwe mba nga saagadde tasobola kunfoosinga. Era nze sitera kufuna byonna yalekerera ne simugamba. Ate naye abandaba oluusi nga siri mu mbeera zange za bulijjo era n'afaayo okumbuuza kiki ekiba kigenda mu maaso. Kale nkisanze nga kyampa emirembe kubanga akomezzaawo essuubi lye nalina nga sinnafumbirwa mu bufumbo obwasooka.
It's more healthy when you have equal power within the relationship. When you go into a relationship, it's a commitment that will be happy, will be safe, will be communicating.
We have to inform, train and encourage people to see things differently, to appreciate people differently, to value each other differently.
Ebu basi tuangalie, je, ukatili majumbani unaweza ukasababisha maambukizi ya ukimwi? Na nikiangalia katika jamii yangu, wengi wanatendewa ukatili Ndio maana nikaona nisimame imara ili niweze kupunguza angalau kidogo. Asanteni.
We want to create a safe environment for women to live. We want to create violence-free homes, places where there's so much happiness, there's so much friendship.
Maisha yangu hivi sasa naona ni mazuri kwa sababu nina uwezo wa kushirikishana na familia yangu. Alipokuwepo baba yao, kama ugomvi umo ndani, asubuhi kukicha, watoto nao unakuta hawana raha, hawezi wakaenda shule, wanabaki kuniangalia mimi. Lakini hivi sasa wana raha.
The community can address the issues causing violences, socio-economical issues, issues of gender discrimination. They can decide that I think this is no longer useful for our community.
The community can help to prevent domestic violence by working together. When one has problems, they solve it together.
What the teachers can do is to show these girls opportunities that can make them rise up in the society.
Doctors and health workers can educate the clients or the people, the community, at different levels.
We need to make sure that every law that is made takes into account these women's rights. Just like any other member of a community has the right to claim for protection, women in their unique aspect where they suffer domestic violence do have this right, and government cannot keep on running away from this particular duty.
The religious leaders have a prophetic role to play, helping people to visualize how the world will be like if we continue doing the things we are doing. So you have to say, look, we need to change, review, reanalyze, reinterpret our scriptures, redo our theology, and in light of what is happening.
These violences are coming from minimizing each other. People are minimizing each other. Let us try to add on our sermons to show them that violence at home is the source of all problems. Let us try to be in one love, in one heart. Let us feel that we are people. Nobody is better than others.
And that is really the kind of environment we want to bring in our own communities, where it's fun, it's friendly, it's safe.
Kazi zangu hizi kwa kweli ninafurahia, wanakuja wananishukuru. Nami sasa ndio ninaona basi ninakubalika katika sehemu ya jamii yangu.
Ndi mugumu mu mutima gwange ninesanyi ndi mukufu mpuliranga nina amaanyi.
No.